My original theory, or my original question was, do those with ADHD commit more serious crimes, or do those with um, out ADHD commit more crimes that are serious? And I realised that I was walking along a track that meant I was going to hit several brick walls, both with the medical profession, with the judicial system, with people I wanted to speak to, and the printed word as well, because when you see what is printed on the paper, and you try to get all these answers, when you've first been diagnosed, it's conflicting ideas. You buy these books, you see these books, and maybe two or three pages at the very back of the book deal with adulthood, and the first 290 pages say, how do you deal with it as a child, as a parent, and a carer of somebody with ADHD. But there's also been a lot of ignorance with the medical services even today, because within the UK there's the South London Maudsley Hospital as a specialist hospital who deal with ADHD and ASD, and they use the ICD-10 and the DSM-5. I was diagnosed on the DSM-4 and the ICD-10. But my story is I've been lucky, I haven't ended up in prison, but that was because I was diagnosed very, very late. This doesn't explain why a lot of my behaviours, for example, necessitated intervention by medical services and authorities to prevent me going to prison, but I didn't enter the penal system, so to speak. I did, however, enter the mental health system because of the diagnosis of general anxiety disorder, pardon me, and it angers me now when I read that there are still medical professionals who turn around and deny the existence of ADHD. It's been around and described since 1920, and as you will see by my paper printout, that it wasn't really widely known since about the 1970s, 1980s, and there was a rise in the issuing of medication, such as methylphenidate, such as other stimulants and non-stimulants like Strattera. They started as a happy side effect to try to control people in prisons pretty much because of riots and because of well, pretty much everything. Now these drugs can either bring you up or they can bring you down. It's a lot like caffeine, it's a lot like nicotine, it's a lot like anything that is a stimulant. If you have ADHD and you're not taking any medication and you're not controlling your impulses and you've got no route to channel all of your curiosity or all of your energy, it is possible that you will end up in a situation where you are likely to get yourself into trouble, or you are likely to have relationships that fail, or you are likely to not have a life existence that many people should have. And it will be your fault, irrespective of whether or not you believe that it is. But all of the thrill seeking that you go through and all of this stimulation that you seek can and does result in a lot of trouble. It's a blessing and it is a curse. And I personally see it as both myself, because it's made me able to bond with my daughter, because I am able to be childlike, but it has created other issues which could be seen to be extreme, such as my stress levels, my tension, my aggression, my inability to deal with change. When you are unable to change your life, post-diagnosis, pre-diagnosis, pre-criminal history, post-criminal history, whatever, it becomes very difficult. And this has now started to become a bit of a personal video diary. So I'm going to have to probably edit this. But this is pretty much what ADHD does to somebody. It makes you go off the point, which makes it very difficult to write essays.